What's up, everyone? Now that Dan and Dave have confirmed for the television series that Rhaegar Targaryen and Lyanna Stark had a child named Jon Snow, there are still a lot of huge book things that we all want to see on the TV show. If you don't read the novels, I highly recommend you go check them out. There are over 1,770,000 words in the A Song of Ice and Fire novels, so if you aren't quite prepared for that journey, don't fret. You can easily YouTube the audio recordings for all 5 books and have Mr. Roy Dotrice read them to you. One of the major events we all want to see in Season 7 is the Azor Ahai prophecy addressed. In the novels, Azor Ahai is referred to by many names including Hyrkoon the Hero, Yentar, Neferion, and Eldrick Shadow Chaser. Azor Ahai was chosen to fight the darkness and was a legendary hero who wielded a burning sword called Lightbringer. The ancient fable states that long ago, darkness lay over the world and a hero who was chosen to fight against it. In order to vanquish the omnipresent darkness, Azor Ahai needed to forge a hero's sword. He labored for 30 days and 30 nights until it was done. However, he went to temper it in water and the sword broke. He was not one to easily give up, so he started over. The second time, he took 50 days and 50 nights to make the sword, even better than the first. To temper it this time, he captured a lion and drove the sword into its heart. But once more, the steel shattered. The third time, with a heavy heart, for he knew beforehand what he must do to finish the blade, he worked for 100 days and 100 nights until the sword was finished. This time, he called for his wife, Nisa, and asked her to bare her breast. He drove the sword into her living heart, her soul combining with the steel of the sword, and it created Lightbringer, which is known as the Red Sword of Heroes. With such an amazing lore behind it, it's extremely important that this is shown on screen. Equally, if not more important, as Jon Snow's true parentage. When George and the showrunners met early on, they compared notes and George told them how it will all end. I'm almost 100% certain a major question brought up by Dan and Dave was, who is Azor Ahai? George likely told them who it was, or who would be Azor Ahai reborn at least. We all know that it won't be exactly like how legend states, but Dan and Dave have been dropping hints for years that Sandor Clegane's part to play is more important than we think.
Try it, Archer. I'll shove those arrows up your arse.
You can't let him go. He's a murderer. He's guilty.
Not in the eyes of God.
But you can't.
Enough! The judgment isn't ours to make. Go in peace, Sandor Clegane. The Lord of Light isn't done with you yet.
When I found you, I thought you'd been dead for days. Well, you were stinking already, and you had bugs all over you, and bone was coming through it right there. I was going to give you a proper burial, and then you coughed. Nearly shit myself. I reckoned you were going to die by the time I loaded you on the wagon, but you didn't. Now, I reckon you'd die a dozen more times over the next few days, but you didn't. There's a reason you're still here.
There's a reason I'm a big fucker and I'm tough to kill.
No reason. Gods aren't done with you yet.
Now before I get too deep into this, let me clarify. Azor Ahai's strongest candidates at this point in the show are in fact Jon Snow and Daenerys Targaryen, when you combine Azor Ahai and the Prince That Was Promised prophecy. This video is just sort of like a what-if scenario. As we just saw from those clips, many people think Sandor has a greater purpose. It is stated that Azor Ahai will be reborn after a long summer when an evil, cold darkness descends upon the world.
Oh, my sweet summer child, what do you know about fear? Fear is for the winter, when the snows fall 100 feet deep. Fear is for the long night, when the sun hides for years, and children are born and live and die, all in darkness. That is the time for fear, my little lord, when the White Walkers move through the woods. Thousands of years ago, there came a night that lasted a generation. Kings froze to death in their castles, same as the shepherds in their huts. And women smothered their babies rather than see them starve, and wept and felt the tears freeze on their cheeks. In that darkness, the White Walkers came for the first time. They swept through cities and kingdoms, riding their dead horses, hunting with their packs of pale spiders, big as hounds.
According to the Citadel, the current time period we are experiencing in Westeros has been an abnormally long summer.
The winter of my birth was 3 years long, Maester Aemon.
This summer has lasted 9.
But reports from the Citadel tell us the days grow shorter.
Furthermore, a cold darkness has most definitely settled throughout Westeros in the television series along with thousands and thousands of White Walkers. In the novels, however, there has only been one sighting of the White Walker. With these two things coming to fruition from the prophecy, one thing is for certain. The long night has arrived, we are just missing our great hero. Brother Ray was sort of non-denominational.
I've heard that before. Man was talking about a different god, though.
Well, maybe he was right. I don't know much about the gods.
You're in the wrong line of work.
Oh, there's plenty of pious sons of bitches who think they know the word of God or gods. I don't. I don't even know their real names. Maybe it is the Seven. Or maybe it's the old gods. Or maybe it's the Lord of Light. Or maybe they're all the same fucking thing. I don't know. What matters, I believe, is that there's something greater than us. And whatever it is, it's got plans for Sandor Clegane.
So what if Thoros of Myr replaced the religion that the Hound needed so badly in his life with R'hllor? It's not so far-fetched, seeing as how Brother Ray was sort of non-denominational. The Hound can be taught about the White Walkers up north and realize his destiny. Thoros will likely convince Sandor of what he must do, since it has been prophesied for millennia.
Didn't work out for me.
Clegane, we're here for a reason. The Lord of Light is keeping Beric alive for a reason. He gave a failed drunk priest the power to bring him back for a reason.
We are part of something larger than ourselves.
Cold winds are rising in the north.
And you're going to go stop them.
We need good men to help us.
Last time you saw me, you wanted to execute me.
True enough. But the Lord of Light gave you the power to defeat me. Why?
The things we're fighting will destroy them all alike.
You can still help a lot more than you've harmed, Clegane. It's not too late for you.
The only way the Hound would ever achieve some sort of peace of mind is if he fulfilled his destiny. This of course leaves us with one last burning question. How in the hell will the Hound get over his fear of fire in order to wield Lightbringer? Well, the answer, of course, is simple. Someone else will wield it. Azor Ahai did not work alone when defeating the Great Other, and neither will the Hound. I want to thank you all so much for watching. You can click up here for more content. Links to my social media, as always, are in the description down below. Please subscribe and tell me your thoughts on this insane theory down below. The like goal for this video will be a staggering 25 likes. Please help me reach that goal. My name's Mark. I'll see you tomorrow. And this has been Sir Hunt's Refuse.